Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. Guys, in this episode, we are going to be discussing solely on a recent interview by Joan Laporta and his management, who spoke to Barca TV Plus, and of course, they spoke a lot about the former president Jose Maria Bartomeu and his poor management. Of course, very dubious operation and many things were detected recently that Laporta had to stress out in the recent interview. Of course, the president had to reveal how the former management lost 600 million euros in 2 years, which was very bad for the club. We're going to be discussing solely on that in this episode. So guys, as we get right into it, please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please give this video a like if you haven't done so, and also make sure to watch this video right up to the very end. President Joan Laporta and his manager spoke in the press conference in which he shed light on the forensic investigation of the club's situation. The investigation aims to reveal how funds have been fraudulently used under the former Jose Maria Bartomeu's management. Why COVID-19 has hit every big club in Europe, President Laporta explained that the situation at Barcelona is much worse. Going by his words, he said, "We have detected very dubious operations. All of them have been investigated. An agency investigated and found unwarranted and disproportionate payments," said the club president. He continued by saying, "What we don't want is to be complicit in those actions that led to Barca to a complicated situation. We have inherited an economic situation with astronomical debt and great losses. We show it because the socios, that is the club members, have the right to know what the former management did when they ran the club. We filed a complaint to the prosecutor's office. We are here to explain further in detail," added Laporta. So the club's economic vice president, Eduard Romeo, took over and said, "When we arrived, we quickly found that we had no money and a lot of debt. There was even no money to pay salaries. In 2 years, Barca lost more than 600 million euros, and of only 135 million euros of these correspond to COVID-19. We reconverted the debt that was short-term in order to make it long-term. We had more than 400 million euros in open litigation under various trials, and we are trying to solve all these issues," said Romeo. The situation gets even worse, when the vice president went on to explain that Bartomeu did not use any of the funds for maintenance of the facilities at all, why this was direly needed in order for the club to grow. He said, "In 7 years, no maintenance was done on the club facilities, which were totally obsolete. Despite Barca will allow the club to grow, to be competitive, we managed to get it voted through a referendum." Romeo added that the salary bill is fundamental. "We were 40% above our competitors, and that was a completely unsustainable situation. To date, we have already saved 159 million euros from the club's wage bill. The objective is to put the club in the best situation in the coming 2 years, and we are convinced of reversing that situation we find ourselves in." Lastly, Jamie Kapena, the club's lawyer who is specialized in economic law, took the word. He explained the steps that the club took after the investigation. He said, "After everything I found through the investigation, there is no doubt that we had to go to court. We have no doubt that consequences of the forensic investigation have criminal significance, so the board has decided to bring these facts to the attention of the prosecutor's office. We can face complex economic crime." So Kapena insisted that the investigation is not in order to target Bartomeu, but rather the club's properties. He said, "This is not about purging the previous board, it's about taking the very serious behaviors that have been found on the prosecutor's office, and we accompany evidence, not just words. When someone manages someone else's property, they cannot give away money as if it were their own. We are talking about millionaire amounts. There are payments to intermediaries without justification, non-existence, or well above normal commissions to up to 33% have been detected, while only up to 5% is normal. There's a company that was born solely to work on commissions with Barcelona. Completely artificial accounting benefits were presented, that are not the reality of the club. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay up to date with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.